This is an ice rink. And this thing's just been sitting. I've been driving the Taurus, not this. This has been mothballed. So let's see how it does. And we got to talk about this thing's future, because I had it at the shop a while ago, trying to trace down a vibration that I've been having in the front end. And the news wasn't that great. What they found was the vibration is the CV axles on both sides where they go into the transmission. So they basically said it could be the seals, or it could be the bearings inside of the differential, the axle bearings themselves. If those are going out, the transmission has to be removed for them to be replaced. They said we could throw axles in it and see if it fixes it, because it's anytime you accelerate beyond, like, I don't know, 45, 50 mile an hour, especially if the transmission's warmed up and things in the front end have warmed up, you get a oscillating vibration like the axles are off center, and you can wobble the axles up, down, and right and left while they're fully seated in there. So I think the bearings are going bad, which means it's not worth putting money into this car. So I don't know if I'm going to continue buying the expensive oil for it either. They basically said drive it gently until it dies and junk it, because it also needs, on top of that, needs a brake booster. The brake booster in this thing is garbage. Once you start the engine, the pedal dang near goes to the floor, and that's with brand new brakes all the way around. So the last 25% or so of the pedal is all that stops the car. The rest of it is free motion. Just on top of the car in general being a pile of junk. The headliner is a dinosaur blanket. Let's see what it says. The car says it's 19 out. My phone says 10. So it runs good. Oh yeah, and on top of the fact, it also needs a timing chain set in the engine, and it clatters like mad, as you're about to hear. So everything on this car is pretty much wore out. It's just not worth any money. I could probably get $500 or $600 if I sold it. But listen to that clattering. Yeah. So, you know, she's kind of hurting. It's not that great. We're just about at 262,000 miles. Oh, and the car says it needs a catalytic converter. So the catalytic converter is also bad. This whole car is basically bad. So I might end up taking I'll probably do one more oil change with Restore and Protect, but this car is not worth restoring. I don't care about the engine anymore. It needs too much work. This thing is probably going to drive until it doesn't drive anymore, and then it's going to the scrap pile. But there's a cold start of my pile of junk. Why wasn't microphone enabled before? But yeah, so that's the update on this thing. It's not doing so hot. I'll give this thing a while to warm up. Effectively, the new tires that I have on it are worth more than the car. So, hope you enjoyed the update.